I don't have blonde hair, and I'm not 30 years old like Kimberly is, but I'm here, Dr. Jody, to bring to you what I believe is going to be a great, great message of inspiration, hope, my perspiration, motivation, and just absolute dedication brought dissertation to fruition with my 21 days to your best. You can see it on the bookshelf back behind me. Kimberly got delayed in traffic and traveling, and she just could not make it. So just know, mark my words, it's going to be the 24th of April. She will be back here. It's a special 1 hour edition of Mindset Monday, and we will be doing something amazing together. But we're going to be doing here amazingly. I think that you'll get a lot out of it because I thought to myself today, isn't it amazing the power of intention? I said, I really want to give my viewing audience, my friends, my family, my people that follow me, of which I'm so humbled and proud to say that you're out here. Guess what? We have something special here. We have a family, we have a cadre, we have a crowd and a tribe, a Healthpedia tribe. There's so much that I oftentimes want to share when I have a guest. Well, this is the time for me to share with you absolute dissertation to fruition, inspiration, because if you are called to do something, ladies and gentlemen, you will be equipped. And this is what's happened to my 21 days to your best you. But in honor of this time and in honor of this being the last broadcast that we'll be having for Women's Empowerment Month, I want to go ahead and have you listen to The Power of a Woman from the perspective of real men. It's a book written by Jay Noland of MYB Publishing. The forward is from Les Brown. He knows a little bit about a power of a woman. One mother birthed him, the other one raised him, both given out in their own way to love. I want you to listen. Now, from when this commercial was made from one of our sponsors, MYB Publishing, there were 220 copies left of this hardbound leather edition. It's a beautiful coffee table look, that hardcover edition. It is now down to 100. Get your copy now and just take a listen to, that's a new word, a lookin'. It's a listen and a look together with The Power of a Woman. Check it out. The Power of a Woman. Get it now at mybpublishing.com. You can go to jnolanmastery.net and you'll find it there. So let's just have a little bit of 6 p.m. over happy hour. Let's have a little story hour, shall we? There are no coincidences. The 21 days, it birthed out of the downturn economy in the 90s. Remember that IT bust? Being a classically trained musician, I wrote this coursework in 21 days, just like Handel's Messiah. I just sat down and said, it will be birthed. I took this program to Fortune 1,500, actually 1,200 corporations, even Fortune 50 companies. I was blessed to say that we went to the Department of Defense and did this training program and over 200 NCAA 1A schools. It was then called the 21 Days to Peak Performance. I'm a consummate multitasker. And during this time, from 1999 to 2005, I did my coursework for my dissertation, for my doctorate in holistic nutrition. But let's know that this coursework just kind of sat there because I was traveling to all these Fortune 2000, 1000, 50, 200 schools out on Monday, back on Friday. Didn't have time to sit down and do that dissertation. It takes dedication and sole purpose on that one thing. Well, see, then Bob Baer entered my life 2008, 2009. In 2010, he proposed to me and said, I love you, but I don't love the airport. That proposal was terms and conditions that I would say and be Mrs. Bob Baer and get off the road. I quickly, in about 30 seconds, sold my company to my reps and ASOP'd it to them for royalties. It was an easy decision to be with my soulmate for the rest of my life. You see, I did this along with not thinking much about it, created another couple of businesses along the way. Then we all know the pandemic hit in 2020. Didn't you clean out a closet? I did one or two. I was in my office. And guess what I found? I found these handwritten as a treasure trove, the 21 days to peak performance. See, my last royalty check was January 2020, that 10 years of royalties. Now this material that I created was public domain. I went out of that office of mine. I said, honey, I found it. And he said, did you find the source for COVID? I said, no. I found what I was going to do for my dissertation. I knew that it was just my desire, that intention. There are no coincidences that I wanted the initials behind my name to go from ABD to PhD. And I took this coursework that I had done, making tapes, making CDs, all of that, but never a book. I took it into dissertation. Why? I took it into the 6 pillars of human existence. For those of you that don't know me, I am Dr. Jody Baer, holistic nutritionist and known as America's top foundational health coach, holistic nutritionist with over 1 million pounds of toxic fat lost with my 30,000 clients, and over 3,000 in this COVID era reclaimed their health, restarted their lives, and restored, because the body is a miracle-making machine. It can and will heal itself, but the mind can create and sustain and procreate anything it wants as well. Its body, that's the health, mind, and then the spirit takes over. I sat down with this manuscript that was written in my own, this thing called an ink pen. Well, that's what it was written on. And I took it from the absolute fruition of my soul, spiritual, physical, mental, emotional, social, and financial. And I did this during the height of the pandemic, completed my dissertation on the topic, and then defended my dissertation October 2022. Let's back up. 2022, I said to my husband, got my dissertation. Let me correct, in 2021. Want to be correct on this. In 2022, I said to my husband right after January, do you think I could turn this dissertation into a book? He said, well, it's better than it's sitting on the dining room table as a very thick and heavy placemat. You see, my husband, Dr. Bob Baer, has created over 11 books, internationally renowned author and expert in his field, including one book written in contract with the Department of Defense is in the permanent archives in the Library of Congress. He took his dissertation, The Ancient Spanish Monasteries of William Randolph Hearst, took into a book. I thought, okay, I can do this. But I can't use the name 21 Days to Peak Performance. Well, this was easy. I'll just do the 21 Days to Your Best You, because you've heard me. I said, it's possible, as Les Brown says. Know that it is you that can do this and no one else. Know that it's possible, I'm possible, but you're possible too. For the 21 days to your best you. 21 days, that is the circadian rhythm. We've got a circadian rhythm on 1 day, 7 days, 14, 21. That's easy. 21 is a woman's cycle, but it's also the cycle of life. So this is what I will tell you. Just my free gift to you listening in this audience, just DM me at any social media platform. DM me at Health Coach Jody or send an email. Send an email to my site here, drjody.com. I will make sure that you get the ebook and you get signed up. When you go to drjody.com, it will be right there and you can go ahead and sign up for notifications, events, the extras, the free stuff that's going to be coming along with this book. But I want to take a break as we go back and I go and delve into what are the 21 days to your best you? What are these things that are so important to you? And we will going to be diving into this right after a break from our next sponsor, Confidence Tones. Take a look, take a listen.
Welcome to Confidence Tones, where we use a proprietary audio development formula called audio immersion to provide an experience that's designed to help quickly and effortlessly generate positive change in the subconscious mind when used correctly. This experience is achieved using 4 primary building blocks: brainwave modulation, invocation of positive emotions, immersive imagination stimuli, and developmental suggestion. We know of no other source in the world that provides the synergistic combination. With a good pair of headphones, you'll be able to immerse yourself into audio that's designed specifically to help you feel better, do better, and live better.
Yes, confidence tones. Confidence tones will make you do better, feel better, look better, and be all around better. I put this hyperlink up there so you can go straight to Confidence Tones. It's a project that I'm very involved with, a project that I know will make a difference in all 6 pillars of your life. Just like I said, this will make a difference for you. So what are the 21 days to your best you? I developed this. See, when I start talking about this, you know how my nose itches. It's just what I do. And I know that it's because it's the energy field that's going in here to me, through me, and for you. The 21 days, the keys to a life of excellence. I broke it down to you, the keys for you, because it's you and you. You're the only person that will never leave you. Relationships may, children at some time better, but you are with you from birth to death. And in between the dashes, get ready to learn about you. Then days 8 through 13, we're talking about you and others, you and relationships. But I spell relationships real, R-E-A-L, real relationships. And the last 7 days are you and the world. Because when you're in tune with you, you're in tune with your relationships, then you can go out and empower the world. So, day 1, believe it's for real. Attitude. Let me ask you a question. What is your teachability index? How well do you listen to your inner voice? And is it a way that you can bring attitude to the forefront in every situation? Day number 2, foundations of living in record fever. To be in touch with forces bigger than yourself, so you are always competing against you and you every day. Beat your best. 1% every 100 days, doing this for 100 days, you're 100%. Day number 3, be the best. Let me ask you, what makes you feel and what makes you are and be who you are today? Life is the 5th gospel. We know Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. What is this 5th gospel? That is your choice, and it's yours to write. Day number 4, foundations of self-esteem. This self-actualizing, just feeling that you are in high self-esteem, but it is high inside. It's a high transformation. So how do you feel about you? Healthy self-esteem is essential in any walk of life, and it's essential if you want to achieve greatness. Day number 5, I created being a musician, being in tune with you. Think about a symphony. All of a sudden, it's cacophony before they begin, but all of a sudden, the concertmaster comes in to the A, the concert A, and they all tune in, come together. How does that happen? To being in tune with your concert A. The foundations to spark your imagination. Inside the word imagination is image. What image do you see of yourself? You can have all this high self-esteem, I'm high self-esteem, but self-image is how you see the other side that nobody else sees. You see yourself whenever you begin in a speech, a presentation. It's always the image that comes out into imaginations. Foundations of emotional sunburn. Have you ever been embarrassed in public? Whew, what happens after the pain dissipates from a sunburn? Well, why not just have every experience in life be that healthy glow of a suntan? Nothing taken personally, shall we? Now, moving in to keys to relationships, creating that burning desire. Decide what you want. What are you willing to give up to make it happen, no matter what? Going into day number 9, foundations of mutual respect. A great emphasis is put in mutual respect around words. Words have power. In the word, our world was created. And how you respect your words and how you present them to others is really how you respect yourself and your life in entirety. Now, the keys to greatness. Once you have that mutual respect, you can be great. So you've got your burning desire, you've got a great self-image, you've got everything going for you, but then you came down to these keys of greatness. Excellence is not a habit. Yeah, or is it? It is. It's certainly, though, it is a habit, but not an act. I get excited when I talk about these things and words kind of transpose. So let me say this again. Excellence is not a habit, but is it? Absolutely. But excellence is not just an act. It's not an act that you sometimes do. It's just a habit doing over and over again, doing high content deliverables and building your own house on a foundation that is cement, not in footprints of sand, that you're creating your greatness for a legacy that when you're long gone from this earth, others will see. Day number 11, your personal motivation. Why do you want to change? Why do you want to grow? What's important to you that I'm here, but I'm going to push myself to another goal and then another and another? Is it motivation good for myself or is someone else pulling the strings? Go into Think and Grow Rich again. Make sure that you're your own puppet on your string. It will be your motivation, your life, una cuerpo, una vida, one body, one life. And then I believe day number 12 is my favorite. The keys to luck and opportunity. Is it dumb luck or is it just luck when something happens? Or do you just make it happen? The iconic Lou Holtz says ability is what you are capable of. Motivation determines what you will do, and attitude determines how well you're going to do it. I went in depth on David, the shepherd boy, turned king because he slayed Goliath in day number 12. Now, day number 13 is we're winding up you and you in relationships, building of self-discipline. Unlike Darwin, but there is something Darwinian in self-discipline. Opportunity isn't like a Big Bang Theory. It just happens. No. And it's just not by chance. See, every opportunity builds like the foundations of the earth. As the creator of all built this earth, one animal, one plant, one everything at a time. It was opportunity is set up by a series of events and a prior event and then another prior event. Just like Kimberly and I had to postpone her now will be anticipated debut on Life's Milkshake Moment. Now it's going to be Mindset Monday because she is mind over matter for sure. My goodness gracious, every opportunity is built on another. Just as an aside, did I ever think that I would be co-branding with Dr. Bernie Siegel with Foundations of Health and our Healthopedia channel. No, 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 no. It's one building upon another. And then, like Darwin, the big bang theory happens because poof, it's there. Moving into the keys, you and the world, the keys to mentorship and mastermind. The mastermind is the mentor watering the plant. It's watering the plant. And then the plant, which is the mentee, grows. Even Tiger Woods says it is critical that I have someone watch my swing. Make sure that somebody is watching your swing as well. Day 15, being tension-free. Ask yourself, what is the force that's inside of you that's standing in your way? Usually it's like these shoulders that come up and it's tension. See, like pulling the underlying problem, that foundational health, that foundation you go under, you pull it and you pull that weed up. Just like a dandelion, if you mow it down, it's going to come back again. When you can deal with and figure out the source of the tension, you stay in that high frequency of joy, love, passion, ecstasy. When you get to tension, frustration, you're close to fear, you know the rest, anger, disease, and death. That's the way it goes. So stay high in that frequency. And you do this with the foundations of relationships. What are real relationships? It's like having that helicopter view and perspective. Eliminate the minutia and always look at the big picture. As Stephen Covey says, he assessed the situation. He knew he had to clear the jungle. He went up rather than taking the machete and going, boop, 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 boop. Oh, no, 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 no. He went ahead, assessed the situation, went up the tree and said, wrong jungle. That's why the Egyptians did 7 years of fat. They built up for the fat years. So they were prepared with the foundation of all 6 pillars in the relationships for the 7 of lean. And then day number 17, the foundations of just don't quit. Quitters never win, but winners never quit. Think of Edison. Think of Abraham Lincoln. Think of the Wright brothers. Think of Dr. Jody Bear beginning her company in 1998. And her dissertation comes out and was defended in 2021. And her book is in 2023. That's a long time, but winners never quit. Winners never quit. Quitters never win. Day number 18. Being your own national computer, your natural computer. Playwright Archibald MacLeish said, the only things that make you happy and make a man happy are his mind. Everything else you can find in an animal. I go into the different parts of a computer are like your 4 segments of the 4 quadrants in your mind, which leads into day 19, the keys to charisma and relationship. No organization, large or small, begins with a person of influence. It's the trickle down regenerating effect. I've never seen a birth announcement said born a charismatic leader, but it'll say that in the obituary. See, they're created and born through these skills that you've seen for the previous 18 days, but then leads in to the true foundation of human relations. I have a master's degree in psychoneurolinguistics. People call it NLP. It's in emotional intelligence. It's all of those things in the mind. But the single most important thing in the world, as my late mentor, Mary Kay Ash, said, are people. People are the true P&L of any company, any organization, any social function, any family. P&L then stands for people and love. I'd say that the true people and love, when you mill that all together, the charisma for leadership, the foundation of humans' relationships, and of course, you go back to day number 18, knowing your own natural computer, or DISC, dominant, influencing, systematic, and compliant. or red, blue, yellow, green. Those 4 personality types. But it's just the rookie who thinks, well, I know what my personality type is. Guess what? You're only going to be getting along with 25% of the whole population. Is it kind of a good idea to get along with the other 75%? That's when you can get in to a person's skin, their mind, their behavior, and make no mistake about it. You think, oh, I can change. I can be this blue. I can be that. Your personality bent came out with your thumbprints and your footprints on your birth certificate. It does not change. You can learn how to be a chameleon so you can be a true charismatic leader. You can be someone who is a pro at human relations, but your bent is what you were born with in your DNA, and embrace it and claim it. And then, of course, day number 21, as we round up the circadian rhythm, is just being a human becoming. Louis Buscaglia, the love doctor, said we are human becomings in a spiritual experience. The most important thing is what you can do to have people trust you, because you trust yourself and you affect those things which are around you because you are affected. You are an effective leader. You are everything. And being that effective leader, ladies and gentlemen, is what I'm proud and honored to say as you're going to watch this quick clip with Dr. Bernie Siegel. I want to just acknowledge, I know he's watching on our broadcast right now, Dan Gilman of Traverse TV, a producer extraordinaire, web designer, and just a servant heart leader, who said, Jody, do you want to have Dr. Bernie on your show? Yeah. Is the Pope Catholic? That was an easy one. And then he said to me, well, I think Dr. Bernie wants to meet you. The next thing you know, he said yes to being on the show, but he also said yes. The iconic Bernie Siegel will be the anchor author in our Foundations of Health, which needs 8 more authors to fill up our 42. Remember what I said about the circadian rhythms? 1, 3, 7, 14, you double it. 21 is a cycle. Men and women, let's make it extraordinaire. There are 42 authors that will be compiled in this book. And we are doing it not only to bring like-minded achievement, health enthusiasts, practitioners, and healers like Kimberly Meredith, like Dr. James Marinakis, like Dr. Carol Madna, like Dr. Dawn Miller, like Dr. Skylar Baku, many, many others. Kimberly Meredith is another one. Serena Brown Travis, Samaya Brown, Les Brown's daughters in the social pillar. We're doing it around the 6 pillars of human existence: spiritual, physical, mental, emotional, social, and financial. Fit in and get in where it fits for you. So just take a look, take a listen on this one to the music and experience Dr. Bernie Siegel with our Healthopedia and our Foundations of Health kicking off on the 14th of August. Excuse me. It might be, that's when we're going to actually launch it, 14th of April. Here we go. Join the Healthopedia movement. It's a compilated book, but we are taking it to the virtual stage, to stages in 5 selected places in North America, and then to a masterful mastermind, the real master of masterminds, with these 42 authors bringing the best in health and regeneration for you. So in these last few minutes, I just want to share with you and show you the preview, because this was a slide I made for Kimberly. Yes, this is her book, Awakening to the Fifth Dimension. You're going to want to get that book and just be apprised as we're going forward. Go ahead and you can see the 21 days to your best you, the keys to a life of excellence. So Jody, you've told us all about the book, but how can we get it? Very, very easy. Just go to drjod.com. Go to my website, drjod.com. You'll be able to get all the events, the ebook, the 21 days of Tidbit Wisdom. You'll be able to get for free the downloadable version. You'll be able to get free the ebook, and you'll be able to come free to all the events, of which there will be the kickoff launch summit the 7th of May from 12 to 6. And this is going to be a life of excellence. People like Jay Noland, Manny Lopez, Rex Sykes, Dame Doria Cordova, Tom Chesler, people that know and live a life of excellence. It will be an epic event for you to be a part of. And I know that you will want to be there with me. Here is some more details about our book. Why wait? Get your subscription now. My goodness gracious, I really feel like I'm kind of like the, what should I say? It's like the Ginsu knife commercial. I'm doing an infomercial, but there it is. Why wait? Think about how you want to create your life. How are you waiting, and what are you waiting for? That's the real essence of this. I will say that in honor of Danya Zafar, who created the graphics for our book, what are you waiting for? Danya passed away very tragically over the weekend. We've been working hand in glove and been working on the graphic artistry of our book. So now there will be a School of Hope built in her memory. This 32-year-old woman, it's sometimes not the length of life, but the life in the length of your life. And she lived full out. She will be missed. She'll be missed everywhere. But I dedicated the first dedication. It's now to her. And I want to say right now on this podium, this place, that a portion of the proceeds of every book that is purchased now and through the month of June for 90 days thereafter, the profits are going to the School of Hope in Danya's hometown in Pakistan. This is what we do. Why are you waiting? We don't wait. See, I believe wholeheartedly that the 21 days to your best you, this keys to a life of excellence, it's your manual for foundational health. Then guess what? When you're sound spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, socially, and then you will have a wealth manual to live financially sound, without a doubt. Your foundational health and wealth manual, as I said, born from my PhD dissertation and 43 years of being and living a health coach as a health coach practitioner. This book will reveal the creative layers for you and the lessons that you need in all 6 pillars of your life. You already know what they are. Spiritual. I'm going to give them to you one more time. Physical, mental, emotional, social, and financial. This key is going to unlock your excellence that is waiting for you. What are you waiting for? You have this key now to Pandora's box. You got just a taste. You could smell the aroma of the appetizer. This Pandora's box that is for you, for a shining future. Discover what is inside of you, even more, so you can unlock your absolute best and finest potential, the finest potential that is your future discovery. Just open the door. What are you waiting for? And remember, you can go to drjodee.com. It's drjodee.com, and you can get the free downloadable ebook, 21 Days of Tidbit Wisdom. You can get any of my free downloadables. There's going to be a free downloadable on launch day. And when you buy the book at a discounted price now, just go to drjodee.com, and you can then purchase the book in pre-launch. It will be sent to you as long as you put your address, and it'll be an autographed copy. But the proceeds of this will be going to the School of Hope in memory of Danya Zafar. So this is what I say. Health isn't something you do. It's what you become along life's journey. Your macro living, this big life that you've been given between the dashes, this big life comes down to that micro living in your macro life. So live your macro living. Big visions, but it comes with that micro living, which is those 21 days to your best you. I thank you for listening to my story. I trust that it meant something that you could just come upon with your story. I know that you and I will be better today because we had this moment. As I always say, the Dr. J way. I want to thank Ignite Publishing for being such just a backbone of my success, my brand, and this latest book. I want to thank MYB Publishing for everything, and my coach of coaches, Jay Nolan, for what he has done along my journey. And of course, I want to thank Confidence Tones, our sponsor. But most of all, I want to thank you, the listening audience and viewing audience, to giving life to my story, because your story can be there too. You can join us with Foundations of Health. You can join me just by joining our tribe, because the story that's going to come out of you and these 21 days could change a life, could change a business, it could change a soul, because you have decided to invest in you and change you. So until next time, I will say, this is Dr. J saying, have a healthy day. Ciao for now.